This video contains spoilers. Let's review. So guys, this is a brand new series that we're doing. We are now going, other than doing video games and streaming and all of that, we're going to be doing this new series. This will be every now and again. So we are basically going to attempt movie reviews. So the first movie review we are going to look at today is Camino, the Breaking Bad movie. It did a really good job at basically expressing like everything after Breaking Bad and honoring Breaking Bad itself. It did amazing at doing that. And okay, everyone pretty much who watched it after the Breaking Bad finale, you kind of wonder what Jesse did after that. So basically this movie explores everything that happened with that, and it has a lot of flashbacks to also when he was captured and what actually happened to him. Like, even small points, like very small details, and those are all like they're really important to add into the main story. So the main focus was like how like Jesse and Todd, that was a huge focus in it, and of like them in the flashbacks, and that would also lead to Jesse knowing where like Todd hides his money, so that way Todd can go and find that money so that Jesse can use that money in the future, and yeah, to get away. Well, not in the future, but yeah. So basically, the movie opens up with Jesse talking with Mike, and I don't know if it's a memory or if it's like an illusion. They include all the but a lot of the characters really well into the story. It's not like a lot of films that do this kind of thing. They're just like, oh yeah, we have to drop this character here, and it doesn't make any sense, but they just have to drop this character here. But this, they actually do it in a well. For a storytelling perspective, they nail it. It's like they actually do it really well. Basically, the premise of the story is, and just so you know, all of this will have spoilers. So, it starts with Jesse escaping from the compound where he was held. This is shortly after Walt died, and so basically he's escaped and he's wanted. He has to find money and try and escape. Yeah, he's on the one. So, yeah, the first people he comes across are Badger and Skinny Pete. After he encounters them, he kind of crashes out their place. The tracking device in his car goes active, and the police are on his way. And Skinny Pete basically sacrifices and is willing basically to get arrested, so Jesse can get away by letting them trade cars and hiding one of their cars. So Walt is in a flashback. I think it kind of takes place, this flashback, at some point during season 2. I think it's during the time span when Jesse is with Jane. So yeah, it's like late season 2. So Walt and Jesse are kind of just talking about what Jesse will be doing in the future, such as college and all that. Yeah, you can tell that Walt really looks down on them, and yeah, kind of like a father figure. So that is a really good moment to have in the film. I'm glad they didn't show too much of Walt, but I wish we did see a little bit more of Walt and more flashbacks, or a little bit more mentions. But it does have like even little references to him. A lot of times, like near the beginning of the film, you see the guy who works at the trash shop where they bought the magnets watching the news, and it's talking about Walt and Jesse, and then there's loads of different scenarios throughout it, and he's known as one of the biggest meth kingpins. And yeah, I just really enjoyed how they successfully something like this film would have been really hard to pull off, but they successfully did it. I believe that this film is a 9 out of 10. I do believe that this is a really good kind of add-on to a really successful series. A lot of people don't like Better Call Saul, but yeah, I personally, I do like Better Call Saul. I really do like it, and it has that kind of like thing. You do kind of want to know more about that character, and Better Call Saul provides that. Just like this film provides more, like, not backstory, but forward story on Jesse, so you kind of know what happens, and that he goes to Alaska. I think it's Alaska, but yeah, you kind of know more about that. And yeah, I just think that this film was really good. So like, it was shot really, really well. There were loads of shots in it that I thought were really good. When Jesse was trying to get the money from Todd's place, he was almost arrested by people who thought was police. Turns out they weren't police. They were just there to try and get Todd's money. And one of those people were helping Todd and all of those Nazis fix the lab where he was in to keep him captive and keep him locked up in there. So along that way, so they made a three-way split of all the money they found. One of the people that works with the other person who they thought were police officers did not, like, he didn't know about it. So later on, when Jesse comes and finds them, that guy gets pissed, and they kind of have like Jesse and the guy who rigged up the lab basically do a shootout, kind of cowboy style, like Wild West thing, kind of something you'd see in Red Dead. Instead of Jesse pulling out his gun, he has another gun in his pocket, which he shoots rapid fire in the guy's chest. So he takes that guy's third, uses that to pay the guy and get away to Alaska. So now at this point he basically gets away, but before that, before he gets away, as soon as he kills that guy in the shootout, the guy who got really pissed basically pulls out a gun and just keeps shooting at Jesse, and then they basically have a shootout and heals them. And the rest of the people there kind of just go off in fear. But yeah, I believe that this film was actually really successful and was trying to do. I really did enjoy it. And yeah, but yeah, this might not be a really successful review because it's my first ever review and I kind of just jumped up and did it. I didn't really plan much of this review. This is probably one of the first videos I haven't done a lot of research. I watched the film. There's not really a lot of planning. I haven't actually done a lot of planning in this. In future reviews, I will do more planning. But yeah, so basically, that is my opinion on it. I thought it was really good. It had really good shots, and it had really good like action sequences. Well, there weren't many action sequences, but the action sequences they had were really good. But the main thing I enjoyed was the story. The story was literally spot on for me. I really did enjoy it. And yeah, so basically guys, that is my first ever review. So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if you have any films you want me to review, leave it down in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later on. And be sure to go check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/LN2001. And yeah, go check out my merch at all different sites. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later on. Bye for now.